I was working in global logistics transportation that I happened to fall into by accident when I was in college, and then immediately started making very good money in my early 20s. And the best way to describe it is, in corporate America, they put you in these golden handcuffs, right? So you're making a six-figure salary, you're a specialist in what you do, and that's just life. Nothing is bringing me peace and joy. Like, I'm stuck in this career that I don't love, and I'm dating these guys that seem to be in a vicious cycle of depravity. You're basically just trying to survive and keep up with the Joneses and make money. And by all appearances, I had this really, really fantastic life. It was in 2017 that I felt like God called out to me and was like, you need to change directions in life and quit your job, leave everything, all of your belongings, everything, and move to Hawaii. The next day, I literally quit my job, called my boss and said, hey, God called me to move to Hawaii, gotta go. So I basically like went from being like a corporate, like bougie salesperson to all of a sudden being like homeless, living in the wilderness, setting up tents and sleeping in like campgrounds with my dog. So sure enough, when we go out on these big journeys and especially leaving everything behind and making a big to do, I thought that I was going to meet my husband right away. But God does give us the desires of our heart. And sure enough, I did. And sure enough, that business was mine. And it was more successful than I'd ever been working in my golden handcuffs from corporate. I was really in that moment of like walking out on pure faith and a lot of courage that literally like all my dreams came true. And I'd worked so hard to get there. And then all of a sudden, in a moment, shattered it and left it all behind. And that in and of itself, it's very scary because it's all you know. But if you have the courage to walk out and just do it, I mean, it's the scariest thing you'll ever do, but it will change your life. It's funny that I sat in my car in some rando parking lot just crying because I decided to go out on a homeless journey to get to Hawaii.
I think we all have to let go of the person we had to become in order to survive.
Wow, that's powerful. Here I am, walking through Walmart feeling like I'm no longer an acceptable part of society. But the truth is, I was sleeping in my car. So you do try to put on a face in order to be with the world. But it's weird because I did feel some level of separation, like I'm no longer a part of like day to day society. At the end of this crazy, crazy journey, you're going to marry the most wonderful man that God could have created for you, and he just so happens to be so freaking handsome.
Right? Like even in our roughest points, we are growing. We are edifying ourselves if we learn to look back at the lessons that are being presented to us.
Here I was edifying the fact that I'm free, I'm brave, and I'm a woman of the world that is just going to go out and do what she needs to do. I literally threw out everything I'd ever owned, quit the job that paid me very well, and decided to go on a homeless journey. So there wasn't a promise at the end to be like, if you do all this, you're going to get rewarded. So man, when I first got there, I was like, oh shoot, I screwed up. Now I'm stuck on this island. And logistically speaking, that I was stuck there, there was no getting off. I didn't have the finances to even turn around and go back. I'd wake up in my car in Hawaii, and then I'd drive down to the beach and I'd shower at the beach publicly. And like, there's a part of you that feels like a loser, but then there's a part of you like, I'm showering on the beach in Hawaii. Like, and to just sit in a room and look around that room and be like, nobody understands what I'm going through right now. Nobody can relate to this journey because not many people would do it. There's a comfort to the life that we get stuck in.
Mhm.
And you say, well, I still have a roof over my head. I have a job to go to. I might not like I might not like the guy that I'm dating that much, but at least, he likes me enough to want to pursue a relationship, or I don't know. So I'm getting the shells off the eggs, and one of the eggs drops into like the hair gooey mess below. And I talk about it in the book, and I just remember thinking to myself that I would never want there to be a time that I regret wasting food. So I did. I picked up the egg and washed all the hairs and all the crap off of it, and I ate it. because I just wanted to show that like I don't want to be wasteful and I want to be grateful for every little morsel that's given to me. When you get refined and you get stripped down to nothing and everything is taken from you, that's the time that like you grow closer to God or whatever faith you are.
Like I would absolutely say the 2 years that I traveled was a journey to me.
Wow.
It was a journey to, I learned who I was while I was on that journey.
Do not settle. There's somebody out there for you. And if you get stuck in the rut or if you settle with somebody, you're going to waste that time waiting for like what's out there truly meant for you. And it's better than what you expect.
You were not built to break, but you damn sure were not built just to survive. Disrupt the cycle, reclaim your life, and thrive on your own terms.